5:25 p.m. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Williams? Here. Councilman Roth? Councilman Burgess? Councilman Shelley? Here. Vice Mayor Fairclough? Mayor Porter?
Here. Any additions, deletions, deferrals? Mr. Manager? None. Item 1 is the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Passes. Tab 2.
Will we read anything or just read the staff report? Okay. Mayor, the Motor Control Center for Engine 20 has reached its useful life and needs to be replaced. The MCC is currently out of service due to failure. MCC is used to control various pumps, motors, and other auxiliaries to help control the engine. Engine 20 is one of the largest units used to produce power for the city of Homestead. It's also one of the newer units and has many years of useful life remaining. Staff recommends Mayor and Council approve the award of ITB number 201717 to Electrical Supplies, Inc., the lowest and most responsive bidder. The award being made in the amount of $163,160. This is a firm price to supply a new motor control center for Engine 20.
Questions from council? Mr. Burgess?
Thank you. I see we sent out to like 250 people, and we only get one person that comes back to me, I believe is the number if I read correctly. How come it seems like every time we send out for the electric department, we only get one bidder to ever come back to us?
Turn it off. Good.
Councilman, in this particular case, I checked with the procurement, and this is the only authorized vendor for this area. That's why it has to go through them.
So nobody else, there's nobody else that can supply to us the necessary things that we need. This is the only persons that we're locked into them for life of this unit.
My understanding for this type of control system, this is the only authorized person in this area that we could purchase from.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Mr. Williams?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, through you. When you say authorized, what does he mean by only authorized, Mr. Mayor?
Regional salesperson. A lot of these companies have they have their dedicated areas. They only have certain people that can sell in those areas. That's what I'm referring to, sir.
So, Mr. Mayor, you said Councilman Burgess, out of so many that only one responds. So is it more than one company we're sending them to, obviously, and from that there's different regions that persons could sell to us on? I'm a little confused.
Well, Councilman, procurement always sends out a mass blast to see who we can get quotes from. So as the quotes started coming in, we found out that the only manufacturer that has these particular parts has their regional salesperson, and that's who they have to go through.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Any other questions from council? Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 3.
On June 25th, 1997, the city and the county entered into a management and use agreement concerning the real property located at 653 Southwest 4th Street. The agreement allows the county to operate an adult daycare facility at the property. Pursuant to Section 6A of the agreement, the term shall be 5 years with options to renew the agreement for 3 years, for 3 additional 5-year periods upon the mutual assent of the parties. The fee payable by the county to the city shall be $1 a year, payable at inception and each January 1st thereafter, or may be paid in advance for the duration of the current term of the agreement. Staff recommends Mayor and Council authorize City Manager to enter into an agreement between the City of Homestead and Miami-Dade. This management and use agreement for the adult daycare facility. And I guess, Dennis, do you have anything else to add, or?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. To let you know, it more or less explains to itself that in 1997 we got an agreement with the county. I was given this from the CRA director in the past to maintain this contract. I've been there. They have 20 adults that are using the facility. They have a social worker, a counselor they get to talk to. They do on field trips. They go to movies. They have bingo. It's almost an 8,000 square foot building, and let you know it's very clean, very well kept. And I did my whole inspection, and it really looks nice.
Questions from council, Mr. Williams?
Yes, Dennis. I have a couple questions. Mr. Mayor, this is explain to me the term of the last contract. How long was the term of the last contract?
On the agreement for the 5 years?
Was the last contract the same? Is this
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it's 20 years.
Who's in charge of the maintenance of it, of the outside signage and all of that?
The county, the building, the roof, everything.
So we have nothing to do with programming anything in that building, right?
No, sir, it's run through the county.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
All right, sir. Any other questions from council? Is there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 4.
Mayor, the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office is hosting a seal and expunge event that will assist our community members in crime prevention. They will have assistant state attorneys, notaries, public clerks, computer background checks, and fingerprinters present. This opportunity will give those that have been arrested without result of conviction the ability to qualify to have their record sealed and expunged. This will also allow applicants to have better careers, educational, and housing opportunities. This event will be free to the community. The State Attorney's Office is requesting that the Mayor and Council authorize the City Manager to approve a waiver of usage fees in the amount of $500 for the use of the William F. Dickinson Community Center Banquet Hall on Thursday, November 16, 2017. Setup will commence at 2 p.m. and the event will be from 4 to 7 p.m.
Questions from council? Have we ever done this before? Dennis?
Yes, we have, Mayor.
I turn it on and you turn it off.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Okay. Any other questions? Is there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor? Motion carries. Tab 5.
Mayor, the Homestead Rodeo Association submitted a letter requesting to add the additional space into the scope of their agreement. This additional space will allow them to reconfigure their entire back pen area to allow for better performance at the rodeo grounds. They're here if you have any questions or...
Question from council? Mr. Burgess?
I'll just make a statement. I had spoken to Mr. Maytan, Mayor, about the possibility. I said, with us investing so much into the field over there now, would that hamper us in any time in the future? And he said that he did not see that it would for there. So I'm in support of helping them out and making their event hopefully a bigger and better event also.
I agree. I just was curious because a $2 million renovation, $2 million plus, just, keeping all of our options open for the field too. So if you're comfortable with that and...
Mayor, what it is, we have a royal palm line of trees right behind the chute. It's like 12 foot. So it's 12 foot wide, 298 feet. It's really a dead space for us. So it more or less makes sense for their fence line to be moved all the way to there. So we feel that there's no problem. Plus, we're, supporting the rodeo to help them out in any way we can.
Mr. Williams?
Mr. Mayor, this is, through the chair, this is for the entire lease of the rodeo that we have with them, right? This is giving them extra 12 feet, the unused of 12 feet wide and 290 feet long. So that's just a strip, really, of land that they need. It's in addition to what they already have with their lease agreement with us, or with that.
Councilman Williams, to answer your question, it's not part of their lease, so what we're doing, and if you okay it for tonight, we'll amend the contract for the Exhibit A to show that that piece of land will be their responsibility.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Are there any questions from the council for the Rodeo Association? Is there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 6.
Mayor, Community Coalition of South Dade, Inc. is requesting that the mayor and council authorize the city manager to approve a waiver of usage fee in the amount of $900 for the use of William F. Dickinson Community Center Banquet Hall and Kitchen on August 19, 2017. The coalition is hosting an event for Greater New Mount Zion AME to celebrate the church's 102nd year of existence in the community. They will have festive activities at the gathering. The event is open to invited guests only, which consists of city pioneers and their families, and donations are being requested for the benefit of the Community Coalition of South Dade, Inc.
Questions from council? Mr. Burgess?
Thank you, Mayor. Through the mayor, we put the policy in place about collecting the fees and stuff, or the deposits and all that up front. Is that into effect, and will that take place here?
Councilman Burgess, that's correct. Every time since we had the council meeting and you asked that I'll refund, for deposits, and we have been collecting and everybody's been paying, and they have been getting them back the fastest that we can to get them back to them.
Okay. And has that been helping out the situations of cleanup and any?
Yes, sir, it has.
Thank you. That
You're
was our
welcome,
goal,
sir.
so thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Burgess. Mr. Williams?
Yes, Mayor, I think this is a wonderful event, especially for some of the pioneers within the area. I want to hope that we will move this forward to make this event a success. And so with that, Mayor, I hope my colleagues will support this.
Yes, sir. Mr. Shelley?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a clarification, because again, these things are always trying to stay within the boxes. So is this a fundraiser, or is this going to be more of an honorary historical celebration? Because if it's a historical celebration and you have, it's not open to the public and you're accepting donations, it's kind of fuzzy as far as the way we've typically handled these things. So, if you could clarify that, that will help me. If it's a celebration of the history of your church, then that's okay. But then when you start asking for donations as part of it, can they come with it if they don't give a donation? Is there just going to be a box there? So if you could clarify some of that, that would help, just so we can keep the rules equal across the board.
Good evening, sir. Just give us your name and address for the record, please. Thank you.
Ken Forbes, address is 1085 Northeast 42nd Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33033. On the donation thing, the donation is really just to help offset the cost of the entertainment and food that will be served at the event. If there be any overage of the donated money, it will go to be used for the activities that the organization does throughout the year within the community. But it's not a fundraiser in that sense.
Right, there's not a fee to attend the event, but if you're there and you would like to make a donation and you hopefully can collect enough donations out of the goodness of people's hearts, then you can help offset your expenses and or apply it. But it's not required. And then the primary purpose of this is really a celebration of the church and the history,
of the institution itself and some of the pioneers within the community.
Okay.
Within the community.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir. Mr. Williams? That's it?
I waive my right.
All right, sir. Any other questions, any other comments? Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 7.
Mayor, the city had, as you all know, received a state grant for upgrades to the Seminole Theater. This is a motion to approve a bid award. Staff recommends the mayor and council approve the award of ITB 201719 Seminole Theater technical upgrades in the amount of $353,995. The list of upgrades is in the packet, and Seminole Theater is here if you have any questions.
Any questions from council? Is there a motion? Move it. Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 8.
Mayor, staff recommends the mayor and council approve the attached resolution authorizing city manager to purchase a 2017 Ford T250 Transit cargo van. The total purchase cost is $35,634.85. This is part of the capital improvement plan, CIP number 712. This purchase will replace a 2001 van. This van has mechanical issues and high miles and meets fleet's thresholds for replacement.
Question from council? Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 9.
Mayor, this is another vehicle. Staff recommends mayor and council approve the attached resolution authorizing city manager to purchase 2017 Ford F-550 4x2 truck. Total purchase cost is $61,695. This is also part of the capital improvement plan. This is number 714. This purchase will replace a 2005 Ford F-550 truck. This truck has mechanical issues and high miles and meets fleet's threshold for replacement.
Questions from council? Tab 9. Is there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Tab 10.
Mayor, staff recommends mayor and council approve and amend the appropriations for the departments within the general fund for the fiscal year 2017 budget as per the attached Exhibit 1. Total budget for the general fund will not be affected by this amendment. Negotiated union contracts with the collective bargaining unit employees have resulted in the implementation of a 2.5% cost of living adjustment. This COLA is retroactive to October 1st, 2016, and will also apply to all non-bargaining unit city employees. The fiscal 2017 budget was approved with money set aside in various contingency accounts to provide funding for this item. In the general fund, the monies for the COLA were set aside in the General Administration Department's contingency account. These funds must now be transferred to each general fund department as noted in Exhibit 1.
Questions from council? Mr. Williams?
So, Mr. Mayor, does this mean that everyone gets a raise?
Mr. Manager?
Assuming you approve the following items, yes.
So it's 2.5 that goes back to last year of October 1st, right? And then, and that's just this year, correct? Or is there anything else? Is that just this year?
Well, the agreements would be 2 years, although this one is,
So it's
but the budget amendment is.
it's
which was covered.
2.5 this year and 2.5 next year? So
Yes.
it's a total of 5%.
Correct.
Okay, so a 5% raise in next
Well,
year.
we affectionately call it a cost of living
I understand.
adjustment.
Cost of yeah, I understand.
The unions like that better wherever.
Well, cost of living, it's an increase in payroll and taxes.
That's true.
Okay, all right, so we can agree with that. Okay, all right. So that's a 2.5 cost of living adjustment per this year and the following year. Okay,
Correct.
so that's 5%. When was the last time that they received a COLA from this point in time? Mr. Mayor?
Who's got it?
Good evening. The three bargaining units received an increase in October 1st of 2014 and October 1st of 2015, and they were 3% each.
So we've gave 3% 14, 3% 15,
Yes,
2.5% 16, 2.5% 17.
yes.
So
If the next tabs are approved.
right, so if my math serves me correct, that would be 11%
That's an
in the
11%
last
total.
4 years, within the next 4 years.
Yes,
So we've been, and no increase on the insurance premium. Is it still $50 once a week per?
correct. For
Single-
family or.
for family?
Yes, $10 a week for single coverage.
And we've not, when last time have we ever increased that?
Oh, I believe that was 2001 or 3 around there,
2001.
something like that.
We're very good to our employees, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, yes.
I think we are. I think they are incredible, and they're worth every dollar that we can afford to give them, and good health care without doing an increase in that. And most cities are not where we are. And so I think this is heroic on our behalf as a council to put our employees first and their families. And so I will be supporting this enthusiastically. Thank you, Mayor.
Sir, any other questions? No, not yet. No clap, no clapping,
No,
no
We're
clapping.
not allowed to clap.
Yeah, we're gonna get the, we'll have Sergeant at Arms.
Is there a motion on tab 10? Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Tab 11. Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Tab 12. Second. All in favor? Tab 13. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
And Mayor, on behalf of all the employees, I thank you all very much, Mayor and Council, for your support of the employees, and we're very grateful.
We're not in the council meeting, so I guess we There's only one item left. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry we